Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. Yeah, I might sound a little bit different right now. I been sick for the last couple days and I'm finally feeling a little bit better. Just for an example, yesterday, I took the day off of work, and normally I don't ever take off a day at work, like ever. So, yeah, it was just a cold, nothing serious, but I probably sound like I got a sock in my throat or something. But, yeah. So, I haven't been doing too much with Kerbal, and, sorry I didn't get you guys an episode yesterday. Basically have been, bedridden, and I was just, I was watching Nostalgia Critic until my eyes bled. That was not one of the symptoms of me being sick, but yes, I watched too many episodes of that show. Anyways, yeah, so, I did do a little bit on Kerbal. I basically been moving these modules around, and yeah, I been I redesigned the moon crane, or Minmus crane, I should say. If you guys haven't noticed, it has a lot more wheels on it. Now, and it also has it has more battery power, more wheels, and the landing struts. I don't really know if the landing struts are really doing much, but I kind of threw them on there like last minute because I figured it would be kind of a good thing to have, just in case if the wheels did all pop or something. Now, I'm not really having too much of a problem with the wheels popping anymore. That kind of is old news. I changed the design. It's not higher, it's not lower, it's the exact same height. Nothing has really changed at all. It is still almost the exact same designs, exact same everything for the most part. I learned, Dauge, how many times? Dauge, how many times? Control it from, yes. Dauge, you are unbearable today. I don't know what to say. Yes, so, I made a few little changes to my game and everything else. I had to relaunch basically the entire crane. I learned something new, and I don't know if this is a bug or whatever, but basically I had to make a sacrifice, and I didn't really want to redesign the moon crane and the Minmus crane in the first place. But I'll go over the Minmus crane design in a second. What ended up happening is like you guys just saw how I docked this thing up and picked it up and everything. Well, what I ended up doing is, I generally quick save before I pick up a piece, and right when I'm about to dock it up, I'll quick save again just to make sure, like, if there's any complications or whatever, just to save myself a lot of time trying to fix something again. What ended up happening is I had the old design, the old crane, and I ended up getting, like, basically about, whatever, like less than a meter away from the other docking port. I guess just enough to where the magnetism would take effect. And I hit quick save. Not a good idea. Really not a good idea. It basically just exploded everything. I don't know how or why, but yeah, everything just exploded. It was like insane. It was either this, like, it was always this module here that would explode. It would go shooting off, and it would knock all the legs off, and basically all the wheels would pop. So, yeah, it was, one thing I will say, I never quick save when there's docking ports very close to each other, but they're not connected. bad things happen to good people. All I can say, bad things happen to good people. Now, as far as the design changes, the one thing I did do is I had two batteries up here. I moved them down towards the bottom to create more weight towards the bottom of the crane. And I would almost suggest, and I was thinking about it, and someone in my comments, I forgot who it was, forgive me, they were saying, well, for this crane to work, you need to have more weight towards the bottom, because if you don't do that, it's not really going to work so well. And I totally understand that idea. Like, I don't have anything against what you are saying, and I was going to do something like that, and I ended up just kind of settling with this. You know, by the time you already mentioned something, or mentioned that, and, you know, when it came down to designing it, I was going to do that initially, and it slipped my mind, you know, in the design process, among many other things, but it generally always, like, some little detail ends up kind of slipping my mind. Now, as far as the wheels are concerned, they haven't really been popping. It's been pretty good for the most part, as long as I take it very slowly when I go to pick up pieces. As long as I'm very slow with it, it doesn't have a problem. But if I'm, like, just flying up to it at, like, 2 or 3 meters a second, trying to get this thing connected, it definitely starts messing things up. But the best part is generally when they pop, it's the outside wheels, and never really the inside wheels so much. Now, I did lose a little bit, you know, like, I won't be able to pick up stuff sideways so much, or really wide pieces, but I don't really think it's going to get any more wide than this, and if it does, I'll end up probably having to build some kind of really strange custom, you know, lifter or something along those lines. We'll figure it out. But it's you know, overall it's been pretty good. You know, I added 2 more of the thermal gens. You know, it really has no problem with power right now. I mean, I haven't really encountered anything as far as electrical problems. And, you know, overall this design has been working. I can't wait until I show you guys my, I have another basic, it's not like another rocket, but it's more pieces I'm going to be adding to this thing. The design for it, I came up with it, you know, yesterday when I was wallowing in my misery, in between Nostalgia Critic episodes. It's basically, to me, it just looks like a big Christmas tree. It's amazing. But yeah, that thing is going to be landed next, and I kind of plan on being, you know, doing this whole moon-based thing for right now. I don't really have any other ideas on other stuff I want to do as of yet. I mean, there are a few things, but this is going to be kind of like what I'm focusing on right now. And this thing is amazing. I docked up 5 of the 6 modules. I just wanted to show you guys this one, just to show you the new moon crane and all that other good stuff. And one thing I need to cover, and I need to tell for at least the new people and for the other people, everyone else and all the people who commented and told me about this, because I did not even know. And I thought my design was flawed from the get-go, when it was really my controls. Hold on one second. Yes, I really need lots of water, otherwise I'll be coughing my brains out this episode. Yeah, so with the manned rover that I landed, the manned lander / rover, the repair crew mission that I you know, landed and everything else for you guys, works 100%. The design is perfect. Doesn't have any problems whatsoever. I did say that the controls weren't working correctly and everything else, and I was complaining about that, but I did not know that they added a separate set of controls specifically for the rovers. I did not know this at all. and I never looked into it, and I just thought my design didn't work, and I complained about it for 2 episodes and made probably more than 10 of you facepalm. So, yeah. Now I'm going to explain this for the new people or somebody who really doesn't know. But if you go into your controls, and you have to do this from the main menu, you can't do it in game, which I think is kinda silly, but I'll cover that later. If you go into the main menu under controls, there is a rovers section. If you go in there, you can change your controls. What they're set to as default is your yaw and your pitch and your roll controls. So when you build something that also takes advantage of yaw, pitch, and roll, you're using basically both at the exact same time. So you guys saw that, like, when with my Minmus manned rover, when I would hit forward, it would also pitch forward. And when I would hit backward, it would also pitch backward. What the problem was is because of both of those controls were taking effect at the exact same time. Now, I moved them over to the numpad, which somebody suggested, which, whoever that was, thank you. I use the numpad for, like, everything at my job, so it's, like, not even a big deal. The only problem is that now the brake is too far away. But I'll probably end up moving that or changing it, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so that design works 100%. If you guys want to use it, go ahead. There shouldn't be any problems so much. But I think that was probably one of my best landings. And with a, not like just a landing in general, but the actual design and everything else, I thought it was just like the most awesome design ever. I never landed something that actually had a rover attached to it as well that, is used for the Kerbals. It was just all Kerbal design. So I'm getting pretty close to this thing. It's looking amazing already, guys. Like, I am, like, unbelievably happy with how this is turning out. And I'm really hoping that everything else that, as far as, like, what I'm trying to do, really kind of just falls into place. It never really does that, because this game, I say it once, I'll say it a million times, this game is a sadist, and it just loves to watch you squirm and scream until you basically are pulling your hair out, and then it's like, oh, hey, yeah, now it's going to work. So I'm going to slow down a little bit. I'm going to stop before I get 100%. Yeah, I'm just going to quick save just to make sure that I don't end up breaking something like I always do. So quick save. And alright, that's saved now, I believe. Yes. So let's get this piece docked up, and we'll call the HAB modules. That will be done as far as the HAB modules. I might add a few more, but right now my focus isn't really the HAB modules anymore. I want to start expanding outwards, and that will be in the next episode, maybe. I'm gonna show the launch of my next vehicle, or well, not my next vehicle, but my next little addition to this base. And I want to show that just because I think it's silly. I showed you guys the Minmus crate launch. I showed you guys the HAB module launch, I believe. Yes, I did. And, I want to show you guys all this stuff because I just think it's absolutely funny that some of these pieces actually make it to space, let alone Minmus. It's not that, like, I expect it to fail, but at the same time, I just don't think a design like that should really work. So, I'm about to cough, but hopefully this water will cure it. Now, yes, just being sick sucks, especially doing this stuff. It really just kind of blows. yeah, I wanted to do episodes yesterday because basically what happens is like I'll shoot like 3 or 4 episodes at once, and it will be, whether it's Minmus base or whatever it is I'm doing, and this thing needs to start turning and stop going the other way, otherwise, because it's like really starting to make me angry. I'm about to punch things. But no, what ends up just kind of putting a hold on things is because like I want to show you guys what I'm doing, but yet like I can't proceed any further because of the fact that I want to make a few episodes for you guys, show you guys what I'm doing and how it's coming along, and I can't really do that when I'm sick. And it's just, I think I'm just gonna try a different approach, if anything. I don't really need to go so much slower with attaching these pieces because it's not that big of a deal. The only thing I'll do is push the moon base around a little bit, which shouldn't be so much of a problem. I always quick save because I want to make sure that because I've had a few problems building moon bases in the past, and one of the problems is I ended up destroying an entire moon base, and I didn't quick save and I didn't do anything as far as trying to get it saved. So it was always kind of like I always just make sure now that's going to happen. So alright, this is going to be great right here. Perfect. It's going to pull it in. I just got to slow down, back up one more time, and it should be good. I'm hoping. Gotta stay hopeful. Stay hopeful. But yeah, nothing else really that new other than me being sick. Well, getting over it. Hopefully by this weekend I should be 100% again, and I'll be able to do some more episodes. Maybe I'll even do 2 episodes one day. I'll go all crazy on you guys or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. It's always the way it works around here. For some of you new people, hello. Loving the comments, loving everything. I really, I'm really grateful to, some of you guys. The number one comment I think I always get is, why don't you have more subscribers? Good question. I don't know either. I really, I kind of, it's not that like I expect it anymore. If someone doesn't like me, then they don't like me. Whatever else, I'm not going to go into that whole debate subject, whatever. I don't try to, whatever. I'm not going to sit there and try to make you like me or make you watch my episodes. If you don't like it, then don't watch it. That's simple, all I can say. And this thing needs to connect up soon, because I am going a little bit nuts right now. This has actually been the longest I've actually had to, like, keep on doing this. But I think I got it now. I think I got it. Stay hopeful. It's because it's a little off-center. That's basically why. And it's kind of screwing with my mind. Because usually when I pick them up, they're perfectly straight. And if it's not perfectly straight, then it tends to screw with my mind a little bit. Now, one thing I was going to tell you guys, too, is I haven't actually gotten Dead Space, I haven't installed it yet, I should say. I was thinking about doing a Let's Play for Dead Space. If you guys want to see that, then, I'll be more than happy to do some Dead Space. I haven't, like I said before, I haven't really played any of the Dead Space series, so I don't really know much about, the gameplay. I've watched a few Let's Plays. I forgot who was playing. This should be it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. this should be it. I've watched a few Let's Plays, but that's, like, yeah. So, alright, yeah. After an eternity, I finally got it hooked up there. But yeah, I've watched a few Let's Plays for it, and that's about it. Oh, and if I didn't already mention it, because I don't remember, I'm kind of, like, doped up on Sudafed and NyQuil right now. But, yeah, I put a little, satellite core in this to help close the gap, because there was a bit of a gap there, too, and having this big piece bump it around and all that other good stuff, yeah. It really did help a lot. If not, I could probably even put another one in there. It would make it even easier to dock up. But, yeah, I was thinking about doing that, and then I remember a while back a few people mentioned Minecraft. And I wouldn't be doing any, if I would play something like that, I wouldn't be doing anything too spectacular. I know a lot of you guys, you know, you'll watch Yogscast or, which they really don't cover Minecraft that much anymore. Not like they used to, I should say. But I would either do, like, Yogscast, or I mean, not Yogscast, I'd probably just do a really simple Let's Play, you know, build like a little house, something like that. I really don't have much to do in that game anymore. I really don't know how to play that game anymore, to be honest. Like, I do, but I don't. I stopped playing, I think I've mentioned this a few times before, I stopped playing a little bit after their official release. You know, but I used to play like crazy in beta. And I think like in its early alpha days too is when I used to play a lot. But you know, if you guys want to see that, I would be more than willing to do some Minecraft or, you know, whatever else. It's not that big of a deal to me. Let's see, the batteries in this thing should be really low. I think I'm gonna turn everything off. Don't need any lights. Just extend this ladder down. There we go. There you have it. This is the starting of the moon base. And I did change my graphic setting a little bit, if you guys haven't noticed. I'm trying to get it back to the way it was before the update, because I didn't even like save any of my settings as far as the graphic settings. I didn't even think about it, so I don't remember what they were at anymore, because it was like changed so long ago. But yeah, if you guys want to see like a Minecraft episode or two, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that. That game isn't like, I'm not like against doing anything with that game, so yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a few episodes of that, actually. It's kind of a fun game to play around with. So, and yeah, Dead Space, I'll definitely be doing something with that. I just haven't even installed it yet, so we'll see. Yeah, Moonbase. I mean, to me, you guys let me know. I mean, to me, this looks amazing. And the plans I have for it are even more amazing. I just have to figure out, it's a lot of, you know, it's like logistics and stuff like that, of moving things around and figuring out what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. That part right there, all that stuff is just, it's boggling on the amount of ideas and designs that I have to come up with in order to get all these pieces the way I want them and where I want them. And I don't even know if it's going to be feasible to do episodes eventually, because I plan on making this very, very big, and I have a few designs and a few things I would like to do with it that I think are going to be amazing. One of those is going to be adding fuel tanks, yes, and I'm not going to go small tanks. I plan on putting at least 3 orange tanks on this, and I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to figure that out. It all comes with time, I guess, but yeah, orange tanks and all that good stuff. Now, I don't want to keep you hanging around too much longer, so my next episode will be launching the, I don't really know what they're called. I mean, they're the structural fuselage, but it's going to be, you know, like extensions of those, and those are all going to go out in different ways and everything else. So, yeah, Anyways, guys, if you haven't already, check out my Twitter and my Facebook. I always post my latest Kerbal updates. And, yeah, I will see you next time.